So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to talk about in this video includes what's going on with the next big PlayStation 5 update, the beta rollout for that, a new PlayStation 5 event going down on Friday, the team behind Astrobot are working on something new for the PlayStation 5, and Silent Hill PlayStation 5 and Metal Gear Solid PlayStation 5 are back in the news thanks to a new tease from Blue Box Game Studios. First, yes or no, are you interested in buying an internal SSD expansion for the PlayStation 5 when the feature goes live? This obviously relates to one of the stories I want to talk about in this video with the next major PlayStation 5 update, but I'm curious where you guys land on the storage aspect at this point, so comment below. Yes or no, are you planning on buying an internal SSD expansion for your PlayStation 5 or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, Astrobot developer working on a new PlayStation 5 title. So the people behind Astro are known as Team Asobi. They used to be a part of Sony Japan Studio before it was essentially shut down, with only the Astro team surviving. The studio is currently hiring for a new title. Reading from Push Square, spotted by Gaming Route, an advertisement for a role at Team Asobi has appeared on LinkedIn, confirming that the studio is hiring new staff for its next project. Going by the job description, it sounds like the team's next game could well be another Astrobot platformer. The designer job listing makes mention of a 3D action game in which the successful candidate will need to bring creativity and humor, which sounds like Astro to us. So this seems to be the first piece of information we have from the studio on their new title. From what I've seen so far, I believe we kind of already knew they were probably working on more Astro, considering the success of the game on PlayStation 5. They also made another Astrobot title 2 years before for PlayStation VR. Obviously, the PlayStation 5 title was packed with every PlayStation 5 out there, but the reception was very positive. This new title is probably a full-fledged Astro title for the PlayStation 5. I personally hope they take some notes from Sackboy: A Big Adventure with online play and co-op. If they could bring some type of customization similar to Sackboy, that would be great too. It added a lot to Sackboy in terms of making your own outfits and customizing, combining, and just enjoying it the way you want it. I wouldn't be surprised if we heard about their new title next year, even with a possible release for fall of next year, considering their track record. But of course, it could change because of CV. They could take longer. We'll have to wait and see on that. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Silent Hill PlayStation 5 and Metal Gear Solid PlayStation 5. So to keep this story simple, Blue Box Game Studios is back in the news because of their latest Twitter post. As per usual, they posted 2 tweets, with one informing people when they can preload the trailers app on PlayStation 5, stating the real-time experience app will be available in Japan on August 10th, along with the introduction opening teaser. The app requires PlayStation Plus membership in Germany due to legal requirements. Preload available on July 29th. So come tomorrow, everyone can preload the trailers app for Abandoned. This tweet that was causing a lot of people to talk about Abandoned again is their second tweet, which states, "Are you ready? We are," with an image of a person with an eye patch on one of their eyes. Right away from seeing this, many people jumped on the person resembling Solid Snake, Big Boss, or Solidus Snake from what I've seen. I'm not the biggest Metal Gear Solid fan, but obviously you can tell there's a Metal Gear Solid resemblance based off of this tweet, especially considering we were also talking about Silent Hill before and, you know, Kojima, so I can see that everybody jumping on the Solid Snake part of it. Again, it very much resembles Solid Snake or Big Boss, I guess. This is confusing because we originally had all of these relations to Silent Hill and the game being a horror title, and now we see this of what looks to be something related to Metal Gear Solid. There's no way the studio doesn't know what they're doing at this point. But Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill are not the same titles, but do have separate rumors of their returns through Sony. We've heard that rumors of a Metal Gear Solid remake at Blue Point happening and a Silent Hill title from from a prominent Japanese developer working with Sony, which makes me wonder if this whole thing was a teaser for both. You have a trailers app, and come August, we'll get trailers for those titles around Sony's rumored August event. That's just a very wild guess from me at this point, trying to connect Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill, because I'm not sure what is going on like most people. On the other side of this, I saw someone post an image of what looks to be a random eye patch dude 3D asset, and it resembles what's on the blue box image for Abandoned. I blurred that image and put them side to side, and it looks very much the same. We heard that Blue Box used flipped assets to make their original teaser, that video, and now we have what looks to be another random asset for this hype image. I just can't see Sony backing a studio that's flipping assets to hype their title to be a Silent Hill or an MGS title and just let that slide. Hopefully we'll get any type of teaser tomorrow from the trailers app, but you guys let me know if at this point you think Abandoned is anything more than just an indie title or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the third story of the video, a new PlayStation 5 event on Friday. To keep this one extra short, China Joy 2021 will be happening this Friday until August 2nd. It's China's E3-like event from what I've been able to see so far, and one of the places where we saw PlayStation China's hero project titles, like the upcoming title that I'm looking forward to, Fist, which launches in September. Industry analyst Daniel Ahmed adds a note on this event stating PlayStation China will have a larger booth at China Joy 2021, which will run from July 30th to August 2nd. The PlayStation 5 released in China on May 15th. Also notable is that Naraka Blade Point will be showcased on PlayStation 5 here, the first confirmation of a console release for the game. Naraka Blade Point is a fighting game battle royale, from what I've been able to see, that's only been on PC, and Daniel Ahmed seemingly here confirms it to be coming to the PlayStation 5 as well. I'll be on the lookout for those PlayStation 4/PlayStation 5 trailers that come out from this event, hopefully this weekend. And now diving into the final story of the video, what is going on with the next major firmware update for the PlayStation 5? I wanted to talk about this on Monday, but waited to give Sony a bit more time to see if they release anything this week in regards to the beta rollout, but they haven't so far. Just a refresher, one of the reasons people are interested in this update is the potential of it including the internal SSD unlock, so people can finally expand their storage and play PlayStation 5 games off that extended internal storage. This was reported to be a part of the summer update as revealed by Bloomberg some time ago, but getting back to today, last we talked about this, Sony released a blog post detailing signups for the PlayStation 5 beta program. This was on June 17th. Sony has done these programs in the past on PlayStation 4 for years. There used to be a consistent pattern for them where they would release a blog post getting people to sign up. About a month or so later, the beta would roll out with the features detailed on another blog post, and then about a month or so after that, the final public release drops for the public, of course. So last time we spoke, I suggested that if the pattern were to stay the same, the beta would roll out in July at some point, and the final firmware at the earliest August, possibly September. We're pretty much at the end of July at this point, and obviously we have nothing. It's been well over a month since the original announcement blog post on June 17th, so what's going on? It seems like in-game development, the firmware development process has taken a hit as well due to CV, I assume. This is just me thinking here, but obviously the beta isn't out yet, so it's going slower than usual, it seems. If that's the case, then we have to extend the time frame for this. I would be very surprised if the beta doesn't roll out in August at this point, and if it does roll out in August, depending on the time it drops, we're looking at even a possible October release for the final firmware. I'm going to be honest with you guys on this. That's almost a year since the launch of the PlayStation 5, and I think that's kind of ridiculous to hold people over for an SSD update that long. This is a feature about expanding storage, and we were originally told that it'll be a bit after launch till we get it, but for it to be almost a year after launch, it looks like that's a bit much in my opinion, even though I'm not really in the need for it, because as you guys know and I've mentioned multiple times, I usually delete games that I don't play. I don't need 50 games on my internal storage. I know they're testing various SSDs, and we spoke about Sony making their own SSD not too long ago, so they seem to be setting something up, but even though I don't seem to need it right now. This is a feature that should have been there a while ago for most people who really want it. But you guys let me know if you think waiting almost a year for the SSD update is a bit much or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with update my PlayStation 5 life. Obviously, in relation to the next major update, if you're excited to see what that brings, destroy the comment section with update my PS5 life, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.